Welcome to PS Choudhary. Today we begin Chapter 2, which is citizenship. And I want to start with a question that will make you truly appreciate why this chapter exists. On the 26th of January, 1950, when the Constitution of India came into force, who exactly was an Indian citizen? Think about what India looked like at that moment. The country had just been through one of the most violent and chaotic partitions in human history. Millions of people had crossed borders from what became Pakistan into India. Millions more had gone the other way. Some people had gone to Pakistan and then come back. Some were living abroad with Indian roots. Some were stateless, not knowing which country they belonged to. There was no ready list of citizens, no database, no clear answer. The Constitution had to solve this problem on day one. And it did, through Articles 5 to 9, which are among the most carefully written provisions in the entire Constitution. These articles are one-time founding provisions. They answered one specific question: who is an Indian citizen as of the 26th of January, 1950? After that date, everything is governed by Parliament's law, which is the Citizenship Act of 1955. But for day one, Articles 5 to 9 are your complete answer. Let us understand each article one by one. Article 5 is the main provision. It says a person was an Indian citizen at commencement if they had their domicile in India, and either they were born in India, or one of their parents was born in India, or they had been ordinarily resident in India for at least 5 years before the commencement. Two things to notice here. First, the primary requirement is domicile in India. Domicile means the place that is your permanent home, where you intend to remain. Second, along with domicile, you need one of 3 additional conditions: birth in India, or parentage from India, or 5 years of ordinary residence. This combination of domicile plus one additional condition is what Article 5 requires. Now, Article 6 deals with migrants from Pakistan into India. After partition, a large number of people crossed from Pakistan into India. Some came before the 19th of July, 1948, and some came after. The Constitution treats these two groups differently. If you migrated from Pakistan to India before the 19th of July, 1948, you became a citizen if you were domiciled in India. Simple. If you migrated on or after the 19th of July, 1948, you needed to have been registered as a citizen. The registration required that you had been continuously resident in India for at least 6 months before applying. The 19th of July, 1948 is the dividing line for Article 6. Remember this date because UPSC has tested it directly. Now, Article 7 deals with people who went the other direction, meaning from India to Pakistan. This is the reverse trap. People who migrated to Pakistan after the 1st of March, 1947, are not Indian citizens. Even if they later came back to India, they are not automatically citizens. There is one exception. If such a person returned to India under a permit for resettlement or permanent return issued by a competent authority, then they could apply for citizenship by registering. The critical difference between Articles 6 and 7 is the direction of migration. Article 6 is about people coming from Pakistan to India. Article 7 is about people who went to Pakistan. Coming from Pakistan gives you a path to citizenship. Going to Pakistan generally means you are not a citizen, even if you returned. Article 8 covers persons of Indian origin who were living outside India at commencement. If a person's parent or grandparent was born in undivided India, and the person themselves was ordinarily residing outside India, but had been registered as an Indian citizen by an Indian diplomatic or consular representative, they became citizens at commencement. Article 9 is very straightforward. Any person who voluntarily acquired the citizenship of a foreign country before commencement is not an Indian citizen. The key word is voluntarily. If you chose to become a citizen of another country, you gave up your claim to Indian citizenship. Articles 10 and 11 complete this framework. Article 10 says that every person who is a citizen under Articles 5 to 8 continues to be a citizen, subject to any law Parliament makes. Article 11 gives Parliament complete power to make any law about acquiring, terminating, and all matters relating to citizenship. This is the source of all power for the Citizenship Act of 1955. For your exam, the most important thing to remember about Articles 5 to 9 is that they are historical provisions. They resolve the question of who was a citizen on day one. They no longer operate on a continuing basis. Everyone born after the Constitution came into force, or anyone who acquired citizenship later, is governed by the Citizenship Act of 1955, not by Articles 5 to 9. Also notice something very important about Article 5. India chose domicile as the primary citizenship criterion at commencement. Not religion, not ethnicity, domicile. This was a deliberate choice. Pakistan at the time chose to define itself as an Islamic state. India chose a secular criterion, domicile in the territory of India, as the basis for citizenship. This distinction is historically and constitutionally very significant. Now here is your MCQ for today. Under Article 6 of the Constitution, a person who migrated from Pakistan to India after the 19th of July, 1948, could acquire Indian citizenship at commencement if Option 1. They simply had domicile in India on the 26th of January, 1950. Option 2. They had been continuously resident in India for at least 6 months before registering as a citizen. Option 3. They had one parent who was born in undivided India. Option 4. They had been resident in India for at least 5 years before the commencement of the Constitution. Think carefully. The correct answer is Option 2. For persons who migrated from Pakistan to India on or after the 19th of July, 1948, the requirement was continuous residence in India for at least 6 months before registration as a citizen. Option 1 describes the simpler rule for those who migrated before that date. Options 3 and 4 describe requirements under Article 5 and Article 8, not Article 6. That is it for this video. Next video, we cover the Citizenship Act of 1955 and all 5 methods of acquiring citizenship. See you there.